physical proof that this is a real thing that happens. He's holding my hand. So cute. I never share this because it feels terribly embarrassing to be openly bad at something, and I'm still trying. But watch me practice this. Because I got this guitar as a gift. As with many things I own and don't use it ever. To be fair to me, I would have started when I got it, but it was really fucking hard because, as some of you may remember, I didn't ever end up making a video about it. Thank you for your input. I sewed through this finger. The part where I sewed through my finger, where the actual sewing needle was through my finger, healed fine. Doesn't hurt. What does hurt is there's a scar from where... Okay, so... We're gonna have to get a little gross for a second. Ignore him. When I sewed through my finger, first reaction was to... I'm gonna have to, like, blur the entire background. My first reaction was to panic and hit the foot pedal again, which obviously, if you've ever sewed anything before, you'd know that, that sent the needle in and out of my finger again, and the needle hit something, probably my finger bone, and shattered inside of my finger. And then in the emergency room, the doctor didn't seem to look at my x-rays properly, did not see that there was a giant piece of a needle, not giant, it was like a centimeter long though, in the tip of my finger still. He was like, I think I can see a really small piece. Really, really small, huh? Really small. Okay, no, okay. Oh, fuck, I gotta go get those again. I was like, I'll just put my x-rays in the video. You know where my x-rays were? And yeah, that did hurt my finger a little bit. Anyways, they didn't remove the piece of the needle then and there, which they should have. They didn't. I went in for my follow-up like a week and a half later, after being in immense pain. If you are a migraine haver, or perhaps like a really bad toothache that like keeps you up and you can't do anything because your teeth hurt so bad or your head hurts so bad and you just gotta lie in the dark, imagine that pain but concentrated entirely in the tip of your finger. I was taking that entire week and a half 2 extra strength Advils a day at least, cause it hurts so fucking bad. And I was like, I don't think it's supposed to feel like that. Yes, I did sew through my finger, but something is not right. And I go in for my follow-up, and the nurse pulls up my x-rays on the computer screen right in front of us, and I immediately go, okay, so that's... I'll have to go and get them again, but this is what I was looking at. We got into the little room, and I was immediately like, okay, so there's a fucking piece of metal in my finger, and there has been for a week and a half? No, that's great. Totally fine. The doctor comes in eventually, and he's like, how's it been healing? And I'm like, hurts real bad, like so bad, unbelievably bad. He looks at my x-rays and he's like, so did they remove all of that? And we were like, no. They took the needle that was sticking through my finger. They did not get that big ass fucking piece of it that's clear as day in the x-rays. I don't know what the fuck this man was talking about. Little piece? A tiny little piece? Bitch. When he said tiny little piece, I'm thinking of, if you've ever broken a sewing machine needle, You know that they have like a coating, like sort of plating on the outside that makes it like metallic and smooth and shiny? I thought he was talking about that, and we had just lost the tip of the needle, but I couldn't find the tip of the needle anywhere because it was in my fucking finger. Anyways, he looks at my x-rays and looks at me, and he's like, have you like noticed anything? And I'm like, well, because he'd taken off my bandages, and I was like, well, I've been noticing there's like this little pointy, it looks like a splinter sticking out of the tip of my finger, and he fucking rakes his goddamn fingernail over it, and I was like, ow, what the fuck? And he was like, that? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, alright, well, I gotta get that out of there. So he sliced open my fingertip and rooted around in there and yoinked it out. And afterwards, I remember him showing it to me in his little pincery thingies, just covered in blood. So this is what was in your finger. And I was like, still lying on my back on the table, like feeling like I'm gonna pass out the whole time, like, okay. Had stitches for that, obviously. It has been a year, and still where that big ass scar is, because it is quite fucking large. And he was like rooting around in there. Like, I don't know if he was supposed to be doing that. I didn't look, and I couldn't feel it, because lidocaine works not on my mouth very well, but apparently very well on my hands, because I don't know what they gave me in the ER. It was not lidocaine though. It wore off pretty quick, and I had like no side effects. I can always tell it's lidocaine because it gives me a migraine and it makes me feel nauseous every single time. But literally, I could not feel my finger. It wasn't even like in the emergency room when they numbed my finger and I couldn't feel it. It was like, I definitely still have a finger, but I can't feel it anymore. When they numbed it for the surgery, I was like, I'm not even 100% sure there's still a finger even there anymore. He may be cutting it off. I don't know. I don't want to look at it. Anyways, it hurts really fucking bad. I really wanted to learn demolition levers, but two things. One, in the tabs, the first bar and several subsequent bars have one of the notes on these high-ass frets. And that would be kind of uncomfortable because I have really thin strings right here, because that's where it is. But also, the action is really high on this, and I don't really know shit about guitars, so I don't really know how to fix that. So you gotta push down like a lot on these thin-ass strings on the first fret where there's just so much tension. I can't do that with this finger, and the way that it is, I would have to. I can't figure out another way to wrangle my hands around that. So I just can't play that, which is really upsetting, because that's what I wanted to learn. Anyways, this is what I was gonna do. That's my finger story. I feel anxious to I don't want to, because you're gonna see how bad I am, and the fact that I don't know how to hold a guitar, or use it at all. Just don't look at my hands. Don't look at them. Don't look at this one either. Don't look at anything. Close your eyes. It's like, I have my phone recording me, and I'm like, oh my god. It feels like a person is watching me, because I know people will see this later. I don't even have to fucking... What is this, by the way? I don't even have to fucking post this. Whatever. Shut up. What is the fucking... Was that correct? I don't know. Also, I'm not counting, like, time, because the second I start trying to do that, my brain stops working. So I'm just going on vibes. That's just how I do it. Would counting maybe make it sound better? Probably. Am I gonna do that? No. Absolutely not. How dare you even suggest such a thing? And honestly, fuck you. Hello? He's yapping out there. He went to the vet today. Fingers shoved up his ass. Poop stolen. Piss stolen. they shoved fingers up his ass, a thermometer up his ass, very lubey thermometer up his ass. She really fucking slathered that on there. Fingers up his ass, needle in his bladder, fucking siphon out his pee, needle in his neck, just taking his blood. To which he sort of just because the way they draw blood from cats is they just do this and then they find the vein up here and they will draw it that way, which sounds scary as hell. Could you imagine if that's how they drew blood from people? You go to the fucking phlebotomist, they're like, okay, so look up for me. Dude, he got fingers shoved in his mouth too. He was just being violated. I felt really bad when she was like, he was being held down to the table by 2 assistants, and then the main vet was shoving her fingers in his butt. And I was kind of confused at first because I was like, I knew a rectal exam would obviously mean, like, she's gonna shove her fingers up his ass. I did not know a rectal exam also included grabbing some of his shit out of his colon and then showing it to me and showing me how squishy it is. And she, like, how do I even describe what she did? She, like, pulled her glove inside out around it and continued to squish it through the glove and was, like, bringing it towards me. And I immediately was like, I'm so sorry, lady. I am not gonna squish my cat's poop through the glove. I am not gonna do that. I will not. I am not actually sorry about it. I refuse. I will not be squishing his poo through a latex glove. And no thank you. I don't want to. You can't make me, but luckily she's just fucking manhandling it, squishing it through the, woman handling it through the glove. Walking towards me as if she's like gonna hand it to me, and I was just sort of staring at her like, okay. Saw a rose bush and the flowers were the same color as my hair. I don't know what he's coughing about. Anyways, I'll do it again for you. I confused myself. No. What? Oh my god. I'm getting somewhere. It's, and then I'm learning to sing it too. I won't show you that because that will make me cringe so hard I turn my bones inside out. But I am doing it. You just will never see that. I don't know what my goal is also. Learn something, but I also thought it would be cool to, like, post covers to my music channel because I, like, barely use it. I've talked about this before, mostly on stream, but I do a lot of making, like, a few bars of something and then never looking at it again. And then I don't come back to things, I just start new things. And I make a couple more random ass bars of something and then leave and never look at it again. And so if you've ever wondered why, if you were interested in keeping up with that, why I never post anything there, that is what it is. And then randomly, I'll either come back to something or all in one go, I will make one thing and then it's just a thing. And that's basically my creative process any time. Okay. I can't play with that anymore. is it? I got lost again. And that's why, I can't fucking see. Anyway. This is what I'm doing. Thanks for listening to me ramble about glasses and play Mitski really badly for you. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. Okay. Oh my god, dude, why? What? Did you even see any of that? I don't know. What on earth? What a fucking creature, dude. Okay. Alright, man. Can you let go? Move myself. You confuse me. Like a lot. That was pretty gentle though, I appreciate that. Strange individual. Very soft though. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna feed him now because it's not time for him to be fed. And I'm not gonna let him out because if he goes out, he's just gonna keep meowing. So what am I supposed to fucking do? You just yell. Let's focus. God damn it. Constantly, non-stop, incessantly, every morning, every night, and then in the middle of the day. I don't know what is wrong. Lie down. So restless. So restless all the time. What's going on, Goob? What's going on? He's just very restless. Hopefully, when I'm supposed to get a call today from the vet, because I called them and was like, hey, you're supposed to call me, why didn't you call me? And, so they're like, we'll call you tomorrow. I woke up early and everything, and it's fucking 1:06 p.m. And they haven't, I've been up since like 8 something. Or 9, I don't know, at some point in time, and I just stayed in bed because I was tired, and I was like, I'm not gonna get up unless they call me, and they haven't called me, so poor baby. On the call that I made, the receptionist was like, the doctor made notes. It's from what little she started to say, because she kind of cut herself off, and there's nothing concerning in his blood work, so that's good, I guess. He also got a urine test, though, so I don't know what that's like. He's just so restless and yappy. You just don't shut up ever, do you? It's not, like, abnormal for him to be loud. He's a pretty vocal cat when he wants to be, but lately it's been just constant, and you can't get him to calm down or sit for long periods of time. I mean, like, if you looking at him right now, why does he keep sitting up? I don't know. And I think he's gonna go yap again. He's gonna go yell. Picking a different spot. And when I went to the vet, like I said earlier, she fucking showed me his poo and was like, yeah, I just don't think he's producing that much poop. And I was like, then why the fuck is he straining? I should have asked. And it probably is kidney disease, but I have to, hear back to know that. Wait. Anyways, that's my Goob update. He's quiet now. For now. We'll see how long that fucking lasts. I'm gonna continue to lie here and stare at a wall, I think. Yeah. He's just...
We'll see when we get back to how traumatic the giving fluids is.
It should be fairly easy.
You guys have the fluids, right?
Yeah.
So basically, what happened was, we got a bag of stuff. There's some goo in there, some syringes, some tubes, and you, sir, were very well behaved, so congrats. Basically, that tech demonstrated for me, how to do the fluids, and then I did the fluids. I don't think I was that great at it, but I think I did okay. But then I started to feel like I was gonna pass out, so I had to go sit outside, and normally needles don't do that to me. I think it's just the fact that I didn't have time to eat anything before we left. Look at his little pink toes. My goodness, look at those things. But yeah, I went and sat outside for a little bit, and then I came back in, and she gave me a rundown of, like, you know, everything again, and some tips and stuff. But yeah, it went well. And then I don't have to give him any today, obviously, but in like a day or two, I'll probably just like make up a schedule, and then I guess we just go back when the bag is empty. But I kept being like, no, I don't have any questions, because anytime someone's like, do you have any questions, I'm always like, no, I don't have any questions. I've never had a question about anything in my life before. And I suppose I can always just call him and be like, hey, how long do we do this? Is this constant? Is this always? I would assume to some extent, because it is likely that what he's got is probably, what was that? Kidney disease. So he's an old man. He's like 16, 17, so. Tell me all about it, man. Yeah. Anyways, I'm probably gonna go to the library. I gotta go to the bank and take a check-in, and I gotta go to the library to print a form to apply for housing. So, because I've been meaning to do that all week, and then I never did. I need to eat something though, because I am so hungry. I bet you like $20 you're less dehydrated now. You're gonna be so less dehydrated. You're gonna be so hydrated. That's the word that I should use. His stinky tube. You want this? Put that there for you. You did such a good job. You were such a good boy. Little belly. You smell really fucking bad though. Before we left, he shitted. It got stuck to his butt. And then he went in my bed and tried to clean it off. Sat where I sleep. Thanks for that, man. And got poo all over my bed sheets. So now I have to change my bed sheets. Awesome and so cool. Thank you so much. I love you. Please stop shitting on my bed. And then I had to wipe his ass. I had to wipe your ass. I'm like a cat PSW. Anyway, I need to shut up, gamers. You wanna see what it's like to set up to stream? I'm already kind of set up. I don't know what the fuck my hair is doing. I don't know if it's using that mic or this mic. Hope it's using that one. We may never know. I won't know until I edit this, and then I'll go, oh my god, why the fuck does it sound like that? What is wrong with it? I walked around earlier outside listening to music, and all I've wanted to do since is listen to music. So I'm very upset that I'm not gonna be able to do that for like 2 hours. I was listening to Minecraft music, but you know, I want to listen to my music. And I could, but it'll be a lot to manage. I need to be able to monitor Minecraft and it's just, you know, I don't know what to call this. That's good enough, I think. Cool. There you go. I just gotta do it twice or else it doesn't update. Lately I keep getting these really annoying, they're not bots, but they're like essentially in the same category, where basically it's these people, they seem like children. Like the way that they talk, I swear they must be kids or something, which kind of makes it extra fucked up. I don't really know what exactly it is, because I did some research about it and I couldn't really find anything clear about how it worked. And it does seem a little weird. Basically, I keep getting these messages, they'll go away completely, and I won't get them for ages, and then randomly I'll get a whole bunch in a row of these people who come into your chat, and they'll act like a regular chatter for like first 2 messages, usually, and then they'll be like, oh, by the way, I make art for streamers. Do you want art for your channel? Or you look like you could use some art for your channel. And first of all, fuck you. I make my own art. And I like it, asshole. But also, it's really fucking annoying when you're like, no, I don't want your fucking art, dude. I'm not gonna pay somebody else like $120 for something I have already done and I think is sufficient. The first time I ever got a message like that, I was like, I'll humor them. I don't want it, but I was like, I'm being nice. If you get them in your chat, don't. Then you have to turn them down in your DMs, and it feels like turning a man down. Really awkward. Just, you say, I don't want that, and they go, but I think you do want that. And you go, no, I don't need that. Are you sure though? Because it seems like you need it. No, I don't. I do not want that. Please leave me alone. Super annoying. And they're like that in the fucking chat too. You'll literally be like, no, I don't want it. Leave me alone. Obviously I'm nicer than that. I don't be an asshole. But that is how I feel about it. It's like, can you fuck off, please? I would like people in my chat and sub to my channel who actually want to watch my stream, not just whatever the fuck that is, because you're not going to watch my stream. You're just here to promote your own shit. I had to re-log into my Twitter that I completely forgot I had, because they don't let you just look at tweets without logging in anymore. Stupid, by the way. It's dumb. Anyway, to go and find, because the first person who messaged me, I was really confused by their art because none of it had a consistent art style. Each, like, piece, I guess, looked like it could have been made by a different person. And I was really confused by that. And they had a bunch of accounts they were following and, like, links to certain things where this one company was mentioned a bunch of times. And there are so many of these artists, question mark. I don't know if they make the art. I don't know if it's AI or something. It kind of looks like shit, I won't lie. Like, my art looks like shit, but I made that. I did that myself. Your art looks like shit and you're selling that to people. Because I think it was a profile picture that the one person wanted to charge me $120 for. 120 American dollars for shit that looks like kind of not good. And there's no, like, when I went to the website of the main, I guess, company, there's no, like, this work is done by this artist, here is their portfolio. It's all just lumped under our portfolio. The individual artists don't really seem to get a ton of credit. Occasionally there is, like, this person made this art, but it's like a Discord username. That is the other thing as well. They don't tell you who they made the art for. Most artists, when someone commissions them, like a streamer or something, someone commissions them for a profile picture, a banner, the artist will post and tag the creator that they made those for and be like, hey look, I made this specific creator this art for their channel. There is none of that. On all of the accounts, if I've found their, like, Instagram later or somewhere where they post online, there is zero, like, and it's always just, like, first name, last name, a bunch of numbers. And, like, generic ass names. Like, nobody ass names. And I'm perplexed by it. And they also all follow the same script of, like, first 1 or 2 chat messages are completely normal. They always follow you, just send you a barrage of messages being like, why don't you want to buy my art? Message me on Discord, please. It's so annoying. That has happened to me like 3 fucking times now where I've been streaming, at least. And I've got one of those people in my fucking chat, and I can tell they're not a bot because it's never exactly the same, and they'll usually tell you to go to a specific person's Discord or Instagram, but they all do this, they follow the same format, and they all do the same thing, where if you say no or you ignore them because you're like, oh, you're one of these fuckers again, they'll just go, are you seeing my chat messages? You're seeing them, right? You can see what I'm sending, and we'll, like, start spamming, and it's like, get out of the chat. Fuck off. I don't want you here. Anyways, I'm gonna stream now because it's almost 8 p.m. so I'm gonna stream. My thumb looks weird. Get real angular about it. Do this. Oh, brother. Every fucking time, dude. It's not even... Okay. What's up, gamers? It's It's Sunday at 8 p.m. and I'm supposed to be streaming right now, but I'm not. Probably do it at 9 because I was lying in bed because I feel like shit. Because when don't I feel like shit? You know? This particular one, the salmon churro, smells fucking rancid. What do they put in this shit? Other ones are like... Did you fucking see that? He just dropped that on the floor, man. He touched my hand with his paw and then went, ugh, pulled away. Anyways, I was lying in bed because I felt like shit and I didn't realize that the time was getting away from me, you know? I don't feel like shit anymore though, so I gotta eat something though, so I'm not gonna get streaming right away. And then this dude was fucking yapping, so you can enjoy this booger footage. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm squeezing it. Give me a minute. Oh, it's like all out the side of your mouth. That's so yucky. Oh no. We are holding hands. He just smeared churro all over my hand. Thank you, sir. Yeah, it's coming. Looks like a fucking trail cam. My fucking crotch light. Yuckiest little man. Absolute fucking creature. There you go. Me when I'm pissed off that I've received medical care. Your lips are stuck to your teeth. So aggressive, dude. First of all, can you see him? Him and his emotional support paper towel, which is really my emotional support paper towel that I keep just sort of in his general vicinity at all times. Because I thought he was gonna throw up like a few days ago, so I put out the paper towel to like catch it so I don't have to clean the carpet as much. It's been working pretty well. He didn't throw up, so now he just has it. I'm editing right now, so. He was literally, we were all in the other room and he was in this hallway area just fucking wailing for goo and slime. It's this, and now I have to sew 7 billion snaps onto the front of this. Me when it gets dropped all the way down to 144p.